members of the board of Post Fiji, CEO Dr. Aniruddha Bansal, NGO reps, representatives from the corporate sector, and the Post Fiji team. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be here this morning as we gather to launch a truly worthy initiative by Post Fiji in a time when working together in our various capacities is crucial to combat the unprecedented challenges that COVID-19 imposes on us. On the 11th of March this year, the World Health Organization classified COVID-19 as a pandemic. The pandemic is impacting on us in every different way, on health, on economies, on social logistics, politics, education, relationships, and more. For people working in all industries and sectors from all walks of life, this crisis is creating a huge amount of fear and anxiety. In many ways, it illustrates just how vulnerable we are as human beings, and is causing us to question assumptions we had about the future. By now, most of us have experienced firsthand how the COVID-19 pandemic impacts on the livelihoods of our families, our ability to leave home, work, go to school, or access public services. In the current context of the COVID-19 global pandemic, governments around the world are prioritizing a range of government responses required to mitigate the impacts of the pandemic on the citizens of the countries, including mechanisms to support the most vulnerable members of society. The priority is the same here in Fiji. For leaders in organizations also, this necessitates a closer look at the values and underlying purpose of our organizations, and a re-examination of how we make decisions, putting community service at the same level or even greater than the focus on profit. In fact, it was anticipated that the impact of the COVID-19 crisis is likely to change how corporations, governments, and societies work together, and also changes the approach taken by the commercial sector to meet the needs of the society at this time. I'm indeed pleased to see how innovative products like the Hamper packs that you see behind me were gathered here to launch, coming out as an initiative to help those requiring quick pickup or delivery of items, particularly in what we call COVID times, which requires social distancing and implementing strict hygiene measures to control the spread of the virus. I'm told that the need to maintain social distancing has been given paramount importance in designing the hampers that will be available from today from major Post Fiji outlets for those intending to pick up grocery items to either donate or take home. There are 5 packs available, namely the Virtue Pack for women and includes sanitary need items, and I'd like to especially acknowledge Post Fiji for this gender-sensitized approach. Kids activity packs for preschool children, a small essential pack, a grocery pack for basic grocery items for a person, a grocery pack for a couple, and a family pack. These hampers are also meant to make work easier for donors who want to pick up a few boxes of like items to donate to places like the Velomani Food Bank or other NGO groups and give directly to those individuals and families that are in need. The packs are made with a lot of passion in the way colors have been selected to resemble different categories, and boxes are prepared primarily with essential items only, while ensuring a reasonable price. Those living overseas can also pay for these hampers through money order or Post Fiji and get them delivered to families in our nation. I'm also glad to note that the packs will gradually be made available from other Post Fiji outlets as well across the country. Post Fiji has always been a friend of my ministry, especially when it comes to the cash payments for our social welfare beneficiaries out in the maritime zones. New initiatives often emerge from times of disruption, reflecting leadership that cares, and they have the power to shape the narrative of what we believe is important. Who would have imagined that at some point one could pick a box of groceries from a Post Fiji outlet? The stories of such innovative and caring leadership in our commercial sector are sure to have lasting impact, and I must take this time to congratulate and thank the leadership and staff at Post Fiji for doing this for our people as per the demand of the situation, in order to move into the next phase of work where we help people to adapt to the new norm We will need to see companies, communities, and government continue to share the responsibilities for our people. Many of the huge challenges we still face as a society will require a share-based culture, and I sure hope that other organizations will follow in offering services and products that better suit the needs of our people during this time. Organizations will need to continue putting values at the heart of their decision making so that they can more easily navigate the dilemmas ahead in the face of an environment faced with volatility, with uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. With these words, it is my pleasure to now officially launch the post-Fiji Hamper bags. Thank you.
You remember a couple of months back we launched the Post Express, the grocery business in the post shops. We started with the 28 post shops selling the groceries at the moment. Understanding the current situation, which is COVID-19, a lot of people are unemployed and not having food on their table, and this is the time we thought to come up with the food hampers. We have selected the food hampers in a very research base. We found out what basically people need during this time, the basic items, and based on that we launched the 5 food hampers today. The 3 food hampers are $19, $30, $60, and $90. These are 4, and the 2 another one is one is kids and one is for women. So we are trying to cover up the whole demographics of the Fiji in that way. Some portion of that we are giving as a under our CSR program. We will be giving to the Valley One Money program. Apart from that, now those people who feel that there is a need to give to their neighbors or relatives or friends whosoever is going through the tough time, they can come to the post shop and get those things. Similarly, if they wish to get it delivered as well, they can call on to our call center, and then we can place orders, and our EMS can deliver those goods to them as well. We are looking most of the NGOs and government agencies to come onto the board so that they can keep on buying the products from our place and deliver to the people who desperately need these food hampers. Well, there are multiple mechanisms of getting those things. Either they can go to the post shops or they can call on to our call centers, or they can go on to the e-shop and they can place an orders there as well, and we will deliver through our EMS courier services. So we can capture in even those people who are in overseas. All they can do is go onto the e-shop and book it and pay online payments, and we deliver whomsoever they tell us that this is the place they wanted to deliver those goods. We can deliver those as well. But look, the COVID-19 is not going to be away from the society for a couple of years at least, and there will be more stressful life. And part of we all human beings is to look after the community in totality, and this is our work, is to do and support those disadvantaged people at this stage. That's the whole idea of this one.